Hi, welcome to our presentation. Today we're going to be talking about our co-branded with Trevor Extra Strong Mints and Wrigley's Chewing Gum. In our group is Lauren, Ria, myself and Isabel. So a bit of background about Trevor Extra Strong Mints. Brand name was produced in the UK and it was first made in 1935. It was sold to Cadbury's in 1989 and it is currently produced in the north of Sheffield. And it's part of Cadbury's. It's around 35 million packets a year produced. It is a local and international brand, so it's recognised worldwide, and the total annual revenue is between 5 and 10 million pounds.
For the SWOT analysis of Trevor, or also called the internal analysis, first of all, the strengths. Trevor is a really big and recognized brand, so it has really good relationship with its customers. It has a strong online worldwide delivery, so it's easier to sell its products. There is a creation of a Trevor master brand, and it has an excellent start for handling sales with a strong knowledge and of the current products. For weaknesses, the things like Trevor has a really traditional images. So if you think about Trevor, you will think about really old people having this product. So these carry a difficulty to access to certain segments, such as, for example, the youngest segments, and in order to succeed during the analysis. And then the opportunities, there is a lot of products similar to Trevor in the market, but these products are really expensive or poor quality in comparison to Trevor. And then the threats, there are a lot of competitors in the market. So the best analysis, or also called the external analysis of Trevor, first of all, the economic factors. Well, there has been a recent economic downturn in the economy, so Trevor has been affected, and they had to redo their marketing campaigns and all that to just suit the actual situation. So the environmental factors, Trevor is known that for being a company that is really careful with the environmental problems. During the report of 2014 and 15, Trevor showed a really good analysis, they contribute hardly in the environmental thing. In the social factor, there has a really great impact the changes in customers' needs and wants on the Trevor best analysis, because customers nowadays have changed their preferences. For example, they now consume more gums than mints, so their preferences has changed, and that affects to Trevor. Now, from the technological factor, with the new technologies such as advertisement and all that, Trevor has gained a lot of prestige. For example, in several campaigns that can be used to increase its sales. And political and legal, well, the health campaigners have made the new, they say that the sugar that is contained in the Trevor's mints, well, is the new tobacco, so it affects really the image that the consumers have about this product.
So the other product in our co-branding presentation is Wrigley's. Just some background information. It was founded on the 1st of April 1891, and they originally manufactured products such as soap and baking powder, but they reoriented the company to just produce chewing gum after it was so popular in 1892. And in 2008, Mars Incorporated acquired Wrigley's for $23 billion. Analysis of Wrigley's starts with the strengths. It's strong advertising, and it has a really good recall value. It also has attractive and eye-catching packaging, as you can see here. Wrigley's products have a really good quality perception in the public eye. There's always good distribution of the product, and the strong brand name creates a really good image for them to sell under loads of different names. In the weaknesses, the advertising has weakened over the years, as the bubblegum market has a very niche target in segmented children and compared to chewing gums. More jelly sweets have been chosen over chewing gum, especially by the younger audience. In the opportunities would be like the saturation of the market, and being able to reach all range of groups throughout the wide variety of products. The threats are there's only so much innovation you can implement into a chewing gum. It's quite a basic product sort of thing. For instance, flavours and packaging, so it's very limited once you've covered all of those aspects. In the pest analysis of Wrigley's, in the economic factors, the US chewing gum market has been going through a hard time in the past few years, so sales have plummeted. There's a lack of interest among teenagers and younger people, and the rise in sugar prices also don't help that either. Chewing gum has faced decreasing social acceptability, and this has especially been reduced of consumption in the US. The market's loss by chewing gum was quickly picked up by mints, hence why we thought it would be good to put the two together for our co-brand. The political and legal factors. In 2003, local council received 500,000 complaints about chewing gum causing pollution on pavement, shoes, or worse, in people's hair and stuff like that. It's also costly to the government, as the removing of each piece dropped on the floor is about 10p, which it does add up. There's also a gun summit which has been held where delegates basically try to stop the production of chewing gum, lobby really hard against it. They've become increasingly tired of the population in major cities, which is why they've been creating this movement. The social culture, there's $4 billion gum industry has gone into free fall, as I said, with sales falling down 11% and volumes down by 20%. There seems to be a lack of innovation in gum, as I said previously, in one of the threats for our co-brand. Decreasing gum sales due to the public obsession with all things healthy and natural. Things have shifted to a very healthy way of life. As I said here, mints are picking up the slack. As gum sales have dropped, mint sales have grown by nearly 20% in the last 5 years. Finally, moving on to the technological factors. Advances in technology such as improved methods of marketing have made Wrigley's able to improve and develop their products in all hours of the day and actually target their segmented market. They've allowed Wrigley's to build a strong brand image and product portfolio through innovation. And finally, the environmental factors, as I said, pollution and threats to wildlife. The RSPB reports a significant danger to birds. And chewing gum has received quite a lot of bad press due to the increase, as I said, of eye pollution on pavements and in major cities and things like that. In the competitor analysis, we chose to compare Wrigley's with Trident, as they are the two main competitors in the market. The strengths of Wrigley's are, as I said, it's a market leader in chewing gum sales, and it has 86.1% of market share in 2008. They're sort of portrayed in a good light as they operate an oral healthcare program to show customers the benefits of chewing gum and how it's healthy for you. They're the leading manufacturer. Wrigley's gum flavour lasts longer and has better characteristics than Trident. And as you can see, in supermarkets, Wrigley's is 39p and Trident is 50p, so that's a major factor in influencing people to buy the product. The weaknesses of Wrigley's, however, it's seen as more of an older brand, as it was founded in 1891, and has a bad press for the flavour not being as long lasting as people would hope, even though it is sort of longer lasting. The strengths for Trident, they launched a TV ad to encourage consumers to break the gum revolution, so they're clearly making a dig at Wrigley's. They want to try and break the monopoly, give other companies a fair share and a fair chance to compete within the market. Bringing a truly new and different kind of chewing gum into the market, meaning they really want to have something new, they want to excite people by their product. The weaknesses, however, are they have a really low share in the gum market of 10.1% in 2008. And as I said, they received over 500 complaints about an ad campaign being potentially racist and can cause a problem in gastronomical problems in humans.
So we've got some background information of our co-brand. So the product we're proposing to create is a chewing gum with the strong taste of a Trevor mint. So there's currently minty chewing gums in the market, but none of them have got a long-lasting taste. of the treble mint. It's creating a gap in the market as treble mint hasn't got a gum. It only lasts for 5 minutes, or for people who chew it, only a couple of minutes. The main purpose of the product is for it to be long-lasting fresh breath. Competitors don't offer this product at all in chewing gum. Most chewing gums last for no longer than half hour, if that. Another weakness from competitors is if there's a lack of variety within the chewing gum market. So this co-brand allows the customer to have the best of both worlds by chewing gum and experiencing a taste of the treble mint. Chewing gum often only provides short-term fresh breath as the taste often fades away, so you can only chew them for a short period of time, whereas the idea is to last for over half an hour. Most Wrigley's chewing gums aren't extremely strong, so this will appeal to the wider market, including consumers who buy the treble mint, as well as consumers who buy extra chewing gum. Wrigley's one of the largest manufacturers and marketers of chewing gum in the world, and it sells to over 180 countries worldwide. Co-branding with Wrigley's enables Treble to have a huge global market, as it's already got customers existing in these countries, so it'll be easy for them to break into these countries. This includes like Europe, USA, Asia. Less marketing will need to be done as they've already got a strong customer base and brand loyalty. Wrigley had a revenue of $5.3 billion in 2007, showing that they're a hugely successful business. It's likely to strengthen both brands in the existing markets, and it could lead to increase in sales for both companies, which will lead to an increase in profitability, which is beneficial for them both, and it provides them both an opportunity to be innovative. Competitors would include Orbit and Trident in the UK, which are popular chewing gums. The co-brand will add to the value of both the brands. Segmentation strategy. This is the process of defining and subdividing a large group in the market into smaller sections. So this means you can design a marketing mix specifically for those sections. So few companies are big enough to supply to the needs of the whole market, so they split it up and it breaks them down so you can meet their demands. Successful segmentation means it's accessible, measurable, profitable and effective. So our targeting strategy is the well-known undifferentiated strategy. It's when a company decides to communicate the benefits of its products by sending the same promotional message to everyone. For it to be successful, it's got to be readily available, affordable, and provide the same benefits to everybody. So our age range is between 14 and 70, so we're going to target several different groups, so we need to consider them all and assess all their needs so we can increase our profits. Because we're targeting a variety of customers, we need to take into consideration all of their needs. So, for instance, billboards of the products being used in different environments, like the workplace and offices, coffee shops and universities, so it will appeal to everybody. So we're going to choose different advertisements to make sure we reach them.
So our positioning strategy, in order to be successful, it needs to be clear and consistent messages to the customers to prove our competitiveness, and it needs to be credible. Position, it's not what is done to the products, what is created in the minds of the target customers. And in Trevor's Strong Mints, there is a strong need of new positioning plan. So customers have an old-fashioned image of this product as it has been around for a long time. They associate it with people over 45 years old, so we're trying to break that stereotype and bring it together with Wrigley's to offer it to everyone that we are targeting it to. This reduces the number of segments they can attempt to target, and Wrigley's on the other hand has more of an actual image, assessing to younger segments of the customers than Trevor's. So mints are almost as important as gum to British consumers, with sales reaching 238 million in 2004. However, the category is losing share. Mint sales rose by 1.4% last year. British consumers spend 284 million on chewing gum in 2005, so that does show how largely the British population are willing to pay for chewing gum, which is like a small product. With the launch of our new product, our aim is to assess younger groups of customers to create a fresh and new image in the customer's mind. The product is aimed at target segments of customers between 14 and 70 years old, So we've kept it quite broad there, so there is a lot of options for people to, to purchase the product. We're aiming to position this product in the mind by the use of advertisements which will make the product appear current and relevant. We matched our future customers' needs and wants with our product characteristics, and we want this product to reflect a high quality image matching our new targeted segmented preference. So this is our actual product. We've combined the Wrigley's Extra brand as well as the Trevor Extra Strong Mints. You can see here you'll be able to get the product in 2 different varieties. You'll be able to get the single pack or the multi-pack. A product is anything that is offered to a market for attention, acquisition, use or consumption that may satisfy the need or want. So by researching the 2 brands, we feel that bringing them together will meet the needs of the customer. Now going into the levels of the product, our core of the product is the long-lasting taste. Many chewing gums out there haven't got this aspect within them, so we think that by bringing this into our new co-branded product, we will be able to cover that gap in the market. Our tangible is the actual chewing gum. Now this has come from the Wrigley side of the brand. Our additional is the Fresh Breath and Extra Strong. Now we've implemented that through the Trevor Strong Mints. They're the standard characteristic that you expect with the mints themselves. Bring them into chewing gum allows the consumer to have the best of both worlds, as mentioned before. Now the future for our product is a healthy teeth campaign. Now the way we can do this is by offering information on the internet, websites that we provide to show the customer what they'll be getting when they do purchase the product and how they can carry that on into the future. So when pricing our product, we feel that the market being heavily populated at the moment, we would need to keep the price similar to the trend in the market. Now we will implement a penetration pricing strategy which will be used to price the product at the beginning of the product lifestyle. As the product begins to grow and gain recognition within the market, and that is shown through market share, we would look to follow a premium pricing strategy, as we do feel our product has extra characteristics that people will be willing to pay that extra money for. By doing this, we hope this will attract customers away from current competitors. So as we mentioned before, Trident is another big competitor of Wrigley's. With our product being a co-brand with well-recognised brands that customers will look to purchase over other products. Now, with the average price of a packet of chewing gum being 41 pence, we would want to keep it similar to that as we are looking at penetration pricing strategy. A single packet we are priced at 56 pence. Even though it is higher than the market average slightly, we do feel that with our product having the USP of having long-lasting breath and the characteristics of Trevor Mints, we are able to charge that. For a multi-pack of 5, we said we would charge $1.99. Once we've captured the market and the product has raised interest, we will look to see if we can increase the price.
So in terms of our promotion methods, firstly we look at advertising. So we'll use TV adverts such as the Extra Gum campaign, which already exists with the little cartoon foods. But we'll incorporate and emphasise the new long-lasting and strong minty taste into it by using taglines like new Trebor Extra Strong Gum for even longer lasting fresh breath to emphasise the point of our product. And we'll use the original extra tagline, break up with lingering foods, eat, drink, chew, Trebor, to incorporate our new product. Keep the promotion methods up to date and relevant with the young audience. And when we're looking at package redesign, we'll change the colour from extra blue to extra green, as you saw on the slide before, and combine the name of the 2 brands together to create Trebor Extra Strong Gum. A really prominent way of advertising these days is using social media, especially if we're looking to capture the younger audience. So we're going to release short clips, as I said before, and we'll put them on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, showing the new packaging to the public so they become really aware of the product. In terms of advertising, I think things like billboards are really, really useful. So we use them in city centres with like high congestion rates, so it catches the public eye when they're waiting in traffic or like on the bus or whatever. And in buses as well, I think it would be really useful just to put ads on the side of it, just as so if someone's walking by it catches their eye, but it implements the product like into their mind so they sort of know what's going on. We'd also offer free samples to workers passing by through towns, like giving away free samples as well on their lunch breaks. I think it would also be really beneficial if we started giving away free samples in like company canteens and things like that. Also, in terms of sponsorship, looking into the regeneration of sponsorship opportunities, such as the Hollyoaks advert that Extra Chewing Gum do. That would be really useful as they have regular coverage 5 days a week, and people associate Extra brand and the tagline music with the Hollyoaks adverts and breaks and things like that. And in terms of sales promotion, I think offering like doing offers and free giveaways would be really beneficial. So offering a free packet of chewing gum for every cup of coffee bought at major chains such as like Costa, Starbucks and Cafe Nero and things like that. So in terms of branding, kept the product name really similar and current by combining the two names, as I said before. Make it really obvious that this co-brand has been created so people think of them both. This is important as both these products are popular and they're really well known to the majority of the general public. Our brand identity will be this spearmint extra green packaging with the infamous Trevor star, as you saw in our previous slides. This is a perfect way to combine the two brands together and make it really distinguishable and recognisable, especially those with high brand loyalty, so they'll really be interested in purchasing our product. This will be really beneficial and save a lot of time in terms of advertising money on advertising, as Trevor Mint and Extra Gum are both market leaders in the mint and gum sector. As they have strong brand loyalty and strong intangible perspective from their customers. Direct marketing, obviously as I said before, we'll use samples on the high street to create a tangible image for the consumers. Billboards on the high street and bus stops will entice workers to really do an impulse buy, say if they're walking past convenience stores or things like that, just to freshen them up at the end of the day on their lunch break. Social marketing, as I said before, promoting the new product via short revised advertisements and during the daytime television to raise the profile of the product to the intended demographic. And finally, as I said, sponsorships such as Hollyoaks, as they have regular screenings, but also look into different collaborations with similar related products, so toothpaste and mouthwashes to be featured on their adverts or vice versa.
In terms of place that we can sell the product, we need to look at supermarkets, cash and carry, small retailers and coffee shops. So supermarkets includes like Asda, Sainsbury's, Tesco. Wrigley's is already present in the majority of these supermarkets, so it should be quite easy to get the products in. They've got a strong and long-lasting relationship already. Cash and carry such as Macro, Costco, Booker, they should definitely get them in there, and it would enable to like small businesses to buy them from there in bulk and then sell it on to the consumer. Small retailers such as newsagents, post office and off license, this can be done through like door-to-door selling from salesmen. This is through people like Hullies who bring the sweets and chocolates to the door. They can do tasters, which they often do. They provide free samples to newsagents and test it out in shops and see how successful it goes. This will be done through verbal selling. And then we have coffee shops, so we try and sell them to like Costa, Starbucks or even university coffee shops. This will ensure that we're like reaching all of our target market, including students. So to conclude, first of all, looking at our positioning strategy, we're aiming to position this product in the mind by using advertisements to make the product appear current and relevant. So we want to do this by creating a high quality product by matching this with our targeted segment's preferences. From our research, we predict that Trevor Mints and Wrigley Chewing Gum will be a success. They're both well established and well recognised brands with already a high amount of brand loyalty. The combination of the two will create a new product and fill a gap in the market. So they both complement each other as they're both focused on having fresh breath on the go, and it could lead to a potential future development of the product, like a wider range of flavours or implementing Wrigley Chewing Gum into a new concept. Thank you for listening.